Tonight we are looking at a game show that focuses on the game Chinese Whispers. Yes, it is Copycats, the show hosted by Sam and Mark, that aired on CBBC from 2009 for 4 seasons, with 182 episodes being made. The show involves 2 teams of 6 members that are family and friends, battling against each other in a series of games. In the main rounds, the members of the teams have to get the same action, object or musical piece from one end of the cubicles to the other. There are also bonus rounds that feature physical games. So now that we have the background, let's take a look at a couple of episodes. First up we have Season 1 Episode 1. So we see the audience roaring as Sam and Mark come out from behind the set as they then greet us. They introduce the show as they explain they also have games in the show as they add the team who win the most points win a mystery prize at the end of the episode. The audience roar once more as we then meet the 2 families. They come rushing in as we meet the purple family. They introduce each member one by one as we learn little facts about each member. We then meet the orange family as they do the same. Mark explains they tossed a coin to see who will play first as the purple family chooses to play first. So we get to the first game mime time. Mark explains the rules as they have to mime an action from one side of the cubicles to the other. The doors closes as the player laughs at their action, so the game begins as she acts out changing a nappy. The other players then continue to repeat what they saw as it doesn't go well. The 6th player then has to guess what she saw to get the most points, but she guesses making a cake, which is wrong, so they go down the line as the family try to guess the correct answer. The family don't get it right as they score 0 points. So now time for the orange family as they play away. The player picks their card as the game then begins, so she starts swinging away as she is chopping wood. The rest of the family act it out as they are pretty good at it. They don't get it quite right as the 6th player thought he was mining as they then score 40 points. Sam explains that because they won they get to play the first physical game, so they play blow ball, so they have a leaf blower and they simply have to get the balls to the goals in time. So the game begins as they work together to get the balls moving down the course. They struggle to get it in the goals but everything else goes very smoothly. The team run out of time as the purple family then get points for doing nothing as everyone can't believe they didn't win the game. So the orange team are in the lead by 15 points as we then get to quick on the draw. So Sam and Mark mess around as Mark then closes the doors. Sam gives a card to the player as the game then starts. So they draw away as they have to draw a dog, so the family copy it pretty well as the last drawing is a little strange, but they still score 50 points. So it is the orange's family go as they start. They have to draw an umbrella as they also score 50 points. So the purple family then play trolley ball as Sam and Mark explains the rules. They explain the drivers will be blindfolded as that will make it harder. So the game gets underway as it is very slow. They try their best to shoot hoops as they get all 5 in. They score 50 points as the purple family are in the lead as we then get to the music round. Mark explains they will play a tune on the little trumpet thing as the rest of the team put on their headphones. They play the song as it is ABC by the Jacksons. They try their best as it goes a little south in the middle. The 6th player gets it right as they score the maximum 50 points. They dance away, so the purple family then have their go as they have to do Angels by Robbie Williams. It goes down the line as it goes downhill very quickly as they don't get any points. The orange family are in the lead as it is the final game, Hamster Ball Havoc. Sam and Mark explain the rules as they have to race around in big balls. It is complete chaos as they do 3 laps of the course. They crash into each other as we then get to the last lap. The orange team are in the lead as they cross the finish line first. So we get to the results as the purples lose a lot of points as they end on 0. The oranges end on 190 points as they win a free-falling experience. Sam and Mark wrap up the show as everyone says goodbye as the episode ends on that note. Next up we have Season 2 Episode 17. So Sam and Mark welcome us to the show as this second season has an updated look. Sam makes a silly joke about Copycats as Mark isn't impressed, so they go to meet the teams as we meet the orange family first. We see the audition tape as it is very embarrassing. We then meet the purples as we see their audition tape as well, so everyone then claps as Sam and Mark explains the rules of the show and how they are competing for a trophy. So it is time for the first game of Quick on the Draw as the purple team are up first. It is the same as before, so we don't need to explain everything. So they close the doors as the player has to draw some string of sausages. It goes very poorly as they end up drawing a tambourine. the team don't get it right as they somehow score 10 points. Mark can't believe it as the other team then play. They have to draw Saturn. It is a very easy one as they score the maximum 50 points. So Sam and Mark make some silly jokes as we then see the scores on the doors. It is then time for the Copycats challenge as one of the teams go off as the other team captain needs to decide who is going to play the game. We then see a preview of the game called the maze. So they explain the rules as they then get to playing the game. They twist and turn the maze as they only score 80 points. So we get to mime time as the orange team play first. They have to mime skipping with ropes as the game begins. They skip away as they then score 50 points, so the other team then play as they have to mime washing your face. It goes very well as they also score 50 points. So Sam and Mark then make more silly jokes as we see the scores once again. The orange team then face the maze as they tilt away. They nearly score the maximum 120 points as they are very fast, but just miss out, so get 80 instead. So it's time for the music round as the purple team play first. They play Smooth Criminal as they mess up very quickly as they then don't score any points. So the other team then play as they get Life is a Rollercoaster by Ronan Keating. What a hard song. So they play away as it doesn't make it past the first pass over. So they just play away on the kazoos as they don't get it right either and also score 0 points. The total scores are then revealed as the orange team win and get to play the Copycats ballroom. They show off the trophy once more as we then see the rules on how they can win the game as they have to get 12 balls of the same color in the tubes to win the game. So they play away as they get a lot of balls in the tubes. They complete the game with time to spare as Sam and Mark can't believe it. The team gets the trophy as everyone cheers. Sam and Mark say goodbye as the episode then ends on that note. Finally we have Season 3 Episode 2. So Sam and Mark walk out once more as they say hello to us as Mark explains the rules. They say they can win the Copycats trophy as it is now golden. We then meet the families as we see the orange team first. They introduce each member as they say they are going to win the show. We then see the purple team as they shout even louder. They get introduced as well as Mark then explains the rules. Sam says the most points at the end of the show wins as we get to Game 1, quick on the draw once more. So the purple team is up first as they have to draw a lawnmower. So the game begins as they draw away. It starts well but it quickly goes south as the team doesn't score any points. So the orange team are up as they have to draw a seashell. It started off well, but quickly went wrong in the middle, so the team don't score either as they also get 0 points. So Sam and Mark do some more silly jokes as we then get the scores. Both team have 0 points as we then get to the Copycats challenge as the orange team go off. The purple team have to pick 3 people to play the drop as we see the game as they explain the rules. So they go to play the drop as they pull out sticks. They drop a lot of balls as they lose the game and score 0. So we get to mime time as the orange team are up. They have to mime pulling a Christmas cracker as the game begins. They try to act it out but it ends up looking like using a bow and arrow as they then don't score any points that round. The other team have their go as they have to mime bottle feeding a baby. Okay, that is a hard one, but they make easy work of that as they score 30 points. So Sam and Mark make some more silly jokes as we get to the scores. The purple team is in the lead as the orange team then face the drop. So they play away as they pull out some sticks as they then drop some balls. But they manage to score 20 points as we then get to the music round. So the purple team play first as they have to play Thriller. A lot of Michael Jackson on this show as the team then get going. They play alright as they only score 30 points. So the other team then play as they get Price Tag by Jessie J. The first girl forgets to take her headphones off as it is complete chaos, but they still manage to score 30 points. So the purple team win the game by 10 points as they head to the ballroom. So Sam shows off the trophy as Mark explains the rules. So the team plays the game as they just have to get 25 green balls this time as it is a lot easier than before. But the team doesn't manage to do it as they only score 24 as everyone is upset. Sam and Mark gives them some t-shirts instead as the episode then ends with Sam and Mark wrapping up the show. In conclusion, what is there to say about Copycats? It was a great game show and Sam and Mark were outstanding hosts and legends of children's TV. Each round was chaotic and that's what made the show so great because you didn't know what to expect and were on the edge of your seat to see if the team made it all the way down the line with the same answer. It was good chaos, and the physical games were also great and added an additional layer to the show. The show clearly evolved over time as we saw in this review, but nothing was out of place as everything was great, and overall it is a must-watch as I really loved this show. So thank you for watching. If you have any TV shows you like to see me do, put them in the comments.